All right, this is Ranger going live on Ranger Radio. Tonight we're going to be commentating and viewing a great minor league matchup between the Spherical Squires and the FS Ballers. Tonight with me on Ranger Radio is the infamous OJ Dude. OJ, thanks for taking up my offer to commentate with me tonight.
Dude, no problem. I don't know why you said infamous, man. That's
You're pretty infamous. I think, you have kind of a reputation for being infamous.
great. Thank you. Well, yeah, sure. I'm good to be here and all that. It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. You're going live on Ranger Radio. Tonight we're going to be commentating and viewing a great minor league. Otherwise, yeah, we had a little bit of echo there.
You think you're cool? You think you're cool? Mr. Nate in the hoose.
Please.
So, Mr. Nate. Which
Hey,
which
what's up,
team are
Mr.
you
Nate?
on, Mr.
All
Nate?
right, everyone's gonna cheer on FS Ballers, okay? That's where it's
Which
at.
which one is FS Ballers and which one are the other ones?
KGBallers, FS Ballers.
Yeah, no, but with who's okay, making
What?
bacon
No, we're the
clutch.
winners. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
All right.
Who are the teams after?
Blithering, Making Bacon, Pithy, and Clutch are on the Spherical Squires. Russia, Milksteak,
Losers.
Raven, and Howard are on the FS Ballers.
Yeah, winners.
The FS Ballers do look good.
You guys ready for the sweep? I gotta head down to endgame. See you.
Yeah, peace out, dude.
All right, so it looks like they're getting their lineups finalized. This is going to be a pretty exciting matchup, just looking at who's in this game. OJ, any early predictions? Who do you think has the edge based on these starting lineups?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with I played more with the people on red team, like Russia, Milksteak, and Raven.
Yeah.
And I feel like just I know them and I know their skill and I know they're pretty good as far as and Howard too. I feel like just because I played with all these people and I know them pretty well, I'm just inclined to go with them,
Gotcha.
moreover. Yeah.
Got you. Just going into this matchup, I think these are pretty evenly matched teams. I think both teams have a lot of great players. Kind of pulling for the Spherical Squires because they're our mLTP affiliate for Full Stop, so they're gonna help us out a little bit and teach us some strats so we can win some games. And I'm rooting for them to go ahead
This
and
is
pull
some
this one out, I
biased
think.
commentary, Ranger.
Nope, always unbiased in my commentary. No matter what, I'm gonna call it fair and even.
Are you sure you won't cheer after every cap for the Sphericals? What are they called?
I'll cheer them. I'll cheer to myself.
Alright.
They're the Spherical Squires, OJ. They're like knights in training. They're learning their jousting skills.
Oh, Spherical Squires. How did they come up with these, dude? I swear,
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask Sir
fun.
Dan about that. I'm not sure. It's pretty clever. I like it.
Yeah.
The only problem I have with the name is that Squires is spelled almost like squares. So sometimes when I see Spherical Squares, I think of like the texture packs where the balls are all squares, and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
No, I miss square mode. Square mode was fun.
Yeah. Wonder if this game's ever gonna start.
Nah, come on. You're just being too hopeful.
I think they're gonna try to cap once or twice while chatting first before actually launching. Do you have any thoughts on, first game is on Wormy, second game is on Danger Zone, whether or not there's certain teams or certain players that might have an advantage in one map versus the other?
Well, I think Danger Zone basically, let's be honest, it rewards the offensive heavy team, the team that can, hold and get returns very quickly and resets very quickly. So I think if you're going for more, I'm not sure about the player's skill, but if they are more offensively inclined, that team should do better on Danger Zone. I think that's sort of obvious. On Wormy, it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit different. Wormy is a weird map. It's sort of, I don't know, say, it's sort of a bit weird. It's not exactly stale, but it just has these weird things with the bombs and everything, So you never know who's really going to do well on it.
Okay, it looks like we're finally launching, so go ahead and switch to our in-game view, get a little bit more of a zoomed-in look at the map.
Is the game start for you? Are you in game right now?
No, it's waiting on group, but it looks like it's about to launch right now.
You said the first game's on Wormy, right?
Yeah, first game of the night's on Wormy, and it does look like actually I have this backwards. Looks like they switch sides. So the FS Ballers are on red, it looks like. Oh, wait a minute.
I think that was the same.
Yeah, actually, they're all just fighting for spawns. That's why I was a little confused.
3, 2,
Okay, yeah. So the
Two
FS
Tagpro.
Ballers are on red and Spherical Squires are on blue.
And
And
looks like they're gonna get.
yeah, FS Ballers got got both of the tag pros, so early advantage for them.
Let's see how well they use them. This should be a cap really, unless the defense does something. Oh, okay, unless that happens.
Yeah, that's not the way to use 2 tag pros to start off, but no harm done. Just a lost opportunity maybe.
Yeah, they'll definitely feel.
It does seem like the consensus is that Wormy is a map where you play technically sound, just try not to give up any errors or mistakes, and you just kind of hope for that situation where you're able to get 2 tag pros. Clutch out ahead of, oh, okay, this looks like the blocks might be the, oh, can he get, oh, nope, Russia able to get a grab off before Clutch can cap.
Yeah.
So he's going to just take a lap now that Howard and Milkstick are in front of him again.
I should say that was a smart bomb by Russia. He cleared out the defenders and he was able to get out quickly.
Yeah, it was a good grab and also a good offensive defense play.
Power-ups again, looks like 2 are going to the FC Ballers.
FS Ballers.
Oh, FS Ballers.
And I don't know what that stands for. So Russia able to take advantage. Looks like out of that last round of pups, all 3 were tag pros, and FS Ballers getting both of them. Blithering now with a return for cap situation for the Spherical Squires, and that return just wasn't there. Pithy gets it, but about 2 seconds too late.
Looks like Blithering is really just hanging out in that spot over there. I say that he gets popped, but he wasn't really getting chased for a little while.
Yeah. Clutch waiting on Milksteak to finish spawning and gets himself out of base.
Ooh, almost a nice boost from Pithy. How did they get that first? Was he off for regrab or something? Like, I don't understand how he got that first cap.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and look at that and see exactly how he got ahead there, because
they were like all 3 in base.
It seemed like there was no re, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and this could be another cap.
There we go, 2-0 lead. Very early fast start for the FS Ballers. Howard playing it safe, and just as Milksteak's tag pro goes out, he takes regrab. Making bacon with nice use of that mid snipe.
Let's see, Milksteak can do something here with 4 people ahead of him. Doesn't look like it. Nope. And a
Both
quick
flags
reset.
back in base. Looks like both teams might already be thinking about the next round of pups here.
Yeah, Russia's already waiting mid, although I think he's a bit ahead of time.
Yeah. Looks like neither team really had any intention of grabbing there. They're both just getting ready for pups, trying to feint and, take that last second dive towards the pup spawns. Clutch able to get rolling bomb top quickly defused.
They have been, FC Ballers have been killing it on pubs these past couple rounds. Ooh, and
Milksteak out
Milksteak.
ahead of 2 with the juke juice, going to try to boost around the last remaining defender. And just not able to take advantage. The Spherical Squires getting ahead.
Oh, that would have been a really nice split.
Yeah, exactly. Manages to get an possibly unintended kiss there. So Milksteak able to get the reset, but I don't think those blocks are going to hold up. Oh, wait a second. I could be wrong. Howard able to sneak it in past Clutch, who was blocked pretty well by Milksteak there.
Yeah, I think they were so out of position there, especially making bacon. He was like way out of base and not in enough.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was a lack of urgency to get to the opponent's base. Blithering able to grab a rolling bomb bottom. Russia again makes a key grab for his team, gets out of base.
And again, you see most of the power-ups going to FC Ballers.
Yeah. Again, I think it's the FS Ballers, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, fucking Christ. They should just call them FC Ballers. What is this shit? I mean, it makes more sense if they're FC Ballers.
Like, I get the idea behind KGBallers, but I'm just not sure I'm getting FS Ballers. There's probably a very simple
Probably a
explanation,
reference. I'm gonna go look it up really quick, because now it's bothering me. Well, how can you look up FS Ballers? Oh, fuck yeah, I'll look it up later.
I don't know. Because I mean, even KGBallers is kind of like a pun, so I don't know how you'd
Yeah.
look up FS Ballers, but
Is there something called FSB maybe?
it's probably something real obvious. I'm sure somebody in the chat probably knows or already said something.
Oh, is there? How can I look at the chat?
Blithering walks it in. You know, Russia able
Oh.
to use the bombs to get a grab, but this time not able to get out of base. Raven able to grab a Tagpro bottom, able to clear out base for his side. Looks like Milksteak going to be the lone survivor of that round of attack. We have a reset. 4.5 minutes to go. A 3-1 lead for the FS Ballers over the Spherical Squires.
Well, it's nice that they got that cap now. They can feel like they're still in the game, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice momentum breaker.
Yep. Clutch.
I'm really not sure what happened there. He literally just went straight into a spike. I don't know. Maybe there was a little bit of a lag spike for him because that.
Ah man, never give your enemy the return.
Spike yourself or die trying.
Yeah. Oh, Clutch could be out here.
Howard positioned in the right spot there to get that return. Looks like Blithering might be able to stay in front here.
Oh, nice little juke by Blithering.
See if Blithering goes and grabs that RB. Oh, not able to get there in time.
Those are some really nice moves.
Yeah. Howard doing what he can to get his own return, but just not in the cards. His RB will be out, I think, before he's able to use it. Oh, he gets quickly double tap and making bacon. Just seems like Rush has had a very easy time getting into the base and just grabbing and getting out ahead of two. He hasn't really struggled to do it.
No, I think the whole team, their use of bombs have been like pretty on point. Ooh, what a pretty juke by Milksteak. Like I feel like every time they have a chance to cap, the blue team, red team makes a smart use of the bombs or something, you know, and gets out.
Yeah. Key there, Blithering just manages to survive long enough. Milksteak had return for cap for what seemed like about 7 or 8 seconds, but the FS Baller is just not able to get that return. Still a lot of game to be played. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. 2 cap lead for the FS Ballers.
Clutch has a rolling bomb. Let's see if he can do anything with it. And he, wow.
Oh, wow, that RB double tap was just amazing. That bomb. Wow.
That bomb. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Howard coming in with 4 in base. Makes it past 1.
This would be very impressive.
If he makes a grab, looks like he's out. Looks like they're safe for now.
Yeah, they wind up kissing.
Oh, what a nice
That was pretty.
Oh,
Howard using the bomb to try to get a return on Blithering unintentionally spikes his FC.
What? Oh my god. Another kill by Howard. Another team kill.
Howard's gonna go get out of base and get a Tagpro top, try to redeem himself. But there's no regrab in place for the FS Ballers, so might not be able to take advantage of that.
Let's see if they can get a late cap here for FS Ballers because they have the Tagpro.
Yeah, that Tagpro is going to be out though any second. Yeah, it's gone. Pithy with a really just right on time snipe.
That was really well done. Oh, and Clutch could be out here ahead of 2.
Yep.
He can make anything happen.
Milksteak camping on that boost. Blithering takes it away from him. We'll see if Blithering's able to grab this RB. He avoids it there. I think he probably would have got there first, but he would have been pretty quickly defused. So
right. I think he meant to take
that.
I think he meant to take that boost downwards. I'm not sure.
And maybe go get that RB bottom. Yeah, I think maybe that might have been his plan. So 30 seconds left. We'll see if either team can get anything going here. Both flags in base. Clutch managing to no, it doesn't look like Blithering's getting out either. So I think this might be the end of the first half. Oh, don't speak too soon. Russia gets out ahead of 2.
2,
Blocks aren't
1.
great there. Good
Yeah.
first half of play here.
I really like the sort of both flag carriers of both teams really have done really nice things. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
Macon, Bacon, and Pithy combining for 30 returns in the first half, 15 each. Very solid defensive effort by them.
Yep. We should get up to FS Ballers keeping the flag. Felt like they kept the flag in base, especially in the beginning of the game.
Yeah. It's just interesting how much havoc those bombs can wreak. I mean, we saw a couple of, obviously unintentional team kills, by Howard in situations where he's using the bombs defensively to try to get a return and, unintentionally kills his own FC. And, just obviously this is the kind of map where it's almost impossible to avoid, occasionally doing something like that just because those bombs are so powerful on such a small map.
Yeah, I agree. Like even I feel like on this map, even if you have a Tagpro lead coming in ahead of 3 or whatever, that last guy can just hit the right bomb, hit it in the
Okay.
right angle, and he'll be out.
So looking real quickly at the Ranger Tag Pro Twitch feed here, looks like Overy says that according to Nebuchadnezzar, FBS or FSB, however they spelled it a couple ways, FAP your ... I guess we'll fill that one in. And then Smiles Per Hour says FBS equals Fatboy Slim. We need to get more people. We need to get more people on this. There's like 2 people watching the stream right now. This is ridiculous.
I'm assuming it's not the Federal Savings Bank. That wouldn't make any sense, right? I looked it up. I looked it up on Wikipedia.
That would
What
not
FSB?
make much sense.
What about Federal Security Service? Oh wait, yeah, dude, look. Hold on. I think this is it. It's Russian. It's a security agency for the Russian Federation, and it's the main successor to KGB. Ah, there you go. So who'd have thunk? I don't know why that's FSB and not FSS, but I don't know.
The Federal Security says I don't know if that's what they're going with.
Dude, it says the main successor to KGB. I think that's like dead on.
Maybe, yeah. You
Twitch
might.
chat.
Shit, you may have gotten it.
Fucking Wikipedia, bro. Oh, hey, I'll give it to them for a smart name. I didn't even.
Yeah, it's pretty clever. Some of these pun names really are pretty clever, but it's kind of you have to really think to get them. All right, we'll go ahead and tree this one more time. We need more people in that Twitch chat. Final score was 3-1, right?
Yep.
In the first half, so just adding that to my little notepad here so I can keep track. So we'll be switching sides. Spherical Squires will be playing the second half on Wormy on the red side. FS Ballers will be on blue. They have currently a 3-1 lead. Looks like we're just about ready to launch. Okay, and we are launching.
I want to see if Spherical does a better job of power-ups because they were absolutely like manhandled on them.
Yeah, I have to imagine that that Serdan and Kanazian are probably communicating that to their team right now.
Yep.
All right, so we have 2 tag pros out of the 3 and a rolling bomb.
3.
This map really centers nicely.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Howard asking if he should fap his asshole. Very interesting commentary by Howard.
Insightful, really.
Yeah. So the FS Baller is able to take advantage of the 2 tag pros. Well, I shouldn't say take advantage, but they're able to get them. See what they can do.
It's really almost identical start to the last one.
Yeah, exactly. The spawns were the same almost. So Raven and Howard just keeping clutch nowhere near that flag currently in the FS Baller base. We have 1 Flaccid and Clutch able to get out ahead of 2, and this could spell trouble.
Oh, Russia, what a fucking juke.
Uh,
He absolutely saved the cap there.
yeah, absolutely. It's amazing how many times that happened in the first half too, where Russia would be able to just magically grab and get out of base in the nick of time for what else would be a cap. I think most players, they're that last man. They really don't want to risk, grabbing. They want to stay and buy time and try to position. But he has confidence that he can get that grab and get out of base because it seems like he always can.
Mm.
So Blithering trying to buy some time. Howard able to use the bomb to kill a member of the other team.
So mean. Oh, nice bomb by Milkshake. Corning.
Howard trying to figure out how to use that boost to get around Pithy, and would have been able to, but Clutch winds up boosting in and taking up that last bit of real estate. Clutch again positioned well there to prevent a possible cap for the FSBallers.
I'm seeing some really nice boosts here that I don't see really too often. Like it's the middle boost, but they're taking it at like a more obscure angle.
So the FSBallers again win that power up battle, getting 2 out of the 3, including a Tagpro. Making Bacon trying to get past Howard here, but Howard well positioned to block those corner boosts.
They've had so many tag pros over the past half or so, and they have not been using them at all.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, they're still dominating power ups so far. They've gotten, I think, about 2/3 of the power ups on these first 3 rounds, and somehow still no caps. So
Yeah, we should really give it up to the Squires defense. It's hard to keep it in base.
yeah, absolutely. Nice split there, but unfortunately led directly to a spike. Both flags back in base. Looks like both teams are probably just thinking pups right now. Already three power up battles in place.
It looks like 2 rolling bombs used and a juke juice to
Yeah.
Raven.
So again, the FSBallers do win that round of power ups. Once
Oh,
again.
Russia. Oh,
Oh,
Russia's
the
shitting
block's
in their
real. The
mouth.
block's real. Russia. Oh,
Oh my
oh, and
god,
just
he
not able to capitalize. He did so much to stay alive there and actually put himself in a position to, be able to pretty much just walk it 2 tiles over to cap, and then just unfortunately not able to consummate that.
he absolutely like rinsed their assholes. That was fucking great.
Would you say he rinsed their assholes?
Yeah, so
Is that an expression?
I believe it is. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first person to
Is
say
is
rinse
it a
their ass.
good thing or a bad thing to rinse someone's asshole? Is that good or
Well,
bad?
it sounds like it's a bad thing, but when you think about it, I want my asshole rinsed. It
Who
gets all
wouldn't?
clean and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I bet
You
it
ever
feels
you ever
nice.
use like a bidet? Like,
I have used one,
yeah.
and I gotta be honest, I don't like them, but
Yeah, it's a
I,
little weird to have water, shot up there. I was
yeah,
at a very, interesting story here. We'll just see if Russia can. Well, we'll see if Russia can get out of base here before I tell my story. Making Bacon
uh,
well positioned mid. So I was at the Bellagio, and in the VIP check-in area, they have like this really really nice bathroom, and so I went in there, and it had like this advanced toilet that had like it wasn't just a bidet. It had like it was like a heated toilet seat. Oh, Milk Steak able to get around Pithy and making bacon, but just unfortunately not able to go to the base. So it had a heated toilet seat, and it had like kind of like a massage. You know how like a massage chair like vibrates, like it would like vibrate massage, and it had a heated seat,
that sounds amazing, dude.
and it had like the water, for a bidet. Like it had like jets, and you could control the jets and which way they pointed, and you could control the temperature and like the intensity and everything.
Damn, that sounds fucking high tech, dude.
I know, man. So another round of pup spawning. This time for, I think the first time this match, Spherical Squires do actually win pups, including a tag pro for
He
Blithering.
might. This might be a cap
This
for the
should be a cap.
Squires.
Oh!
Oh, and Raven.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
this still
still a
could be a
cap. This is
cap.
still a cap. Clutch being patient there, allowing his team to use tag pros to clear out base. So we now have cut the deficit to 1 for the Spherical Squires. They're now down only 1 cap in this match overall, 3-2. Pithy, unfortunately, using that boost to pop his teammate. Looks like, oh, Russia had a great opportunity there, but just chooses the wrong spot to boost.
Clutch is out of base. If he can make anything. Oh, he just.
So again,
He,
the FS Ballers were thinking pups the whole way there, but just a couple of unfortunate deaths for them lead to the Spherical Squires getting 2 out of the 3 Tagpros available that round. And they're just all over base. Looks like there's a great opportunity for Clutch to get a grab and get out. And a kiss. I'm not sure how intentional that was.
I'm pretty sure it was unintentional at all.
Clutch just doing a great job of positioning himself in the right spots mid to be able to, really use mid as a choke.
They're getting some quick returns here. They could have had an opportunity. Well, it looks like it's out.
Yeah, Milksteak's able to get out, and that's the end of that opportunity. Oh, that would have been quite the clever cap if Milksteak was able to pull that off. Oh, I had a little bit of a spike there. I don't know if
Yeah, me too, actually.
if everybody did in the game. It kind of looks like it. Everyone looks disoriented. But yeah, I had a little bit of loss, and it shot up to about 222 ping, I think I saw. So another round of pups. Howard able to grab bottom, gets diffused. Milksteak trying to get that rolling bomb top, but Making Bacon had a boost lane in front of him. So he smartly didn't chance it. Especially since it doesn't look like that return's happening anytime soon. He wouldn't have been able to do much with it.
Oh, they could have
an
an
opportunity now for the Squires.
For some reason, nobody blocked Howard on that play, but looks like they can still get it here. Oh, and Milksteak.
Milksteak just with a great grab. It's really amazing the extent to which Milksteak and Russia both seem to have that ability to just make that clutch grab and get out of base.
Yeah, they saved at least a good half a dozen caps.
Yeah, it seems like it. It really does. Because I mean, Russia had 3 or 4 just by himself in the first half.
Yep.
Russia perfectly times that pup spawn mid. Has a rolling re, which he'll be using. I'm sure he communicated to his team. Go ahead and die. I have a rolling re. And doesn't look like the returns are coming for either team anytime soon. Oh, Russia able to sneak past Pithy and Making Bacon for a cap that I really didn't see coming. It didn't even look like he had he had two right in front of him and just slipped past both of them. It was amazing.
I thought that snipe was gonna get him. I didn't.
Yeah, I was focusing on the snipe, and then the snipe missed, and then the other 2 balls just weren't in the right spot. So with 1 minute left to go in the game, it is again a 2 cap lead for the FS Ballers over the Spherical Squires. So I'm sure at this point they are really they're feeling the urgency to get something done here.
Wormy is that sort of map where you can definitely get quick caps. And it looks like they might have one here. Oh,
all right, they got 1 out of the 2 they needed. Now Russia's going to be able to, yeah, he's going to be able to counter cap real quickly here. So I think that's probably going to do it. It's going to be pretty hard to do a whole lot in 20 seconds.
They might just get what do they call it? What do they call those? Those like touchdowns to make the game more closer.
Garbage time.
Yeah, I know garbage time, but there's a term for it in soccer. I forgot what it was. Something starts with like a C or something.
3.
Like not
2,
condolence,
1.
but
like a consolation.
Consolation. There it is.
There we go. All right. So very very solid play by both teams this half, and it just looks like both teams they played their hearts out, and ultimately the 2 cap lead that we went into the first half with just held up for the FS Ballers who take game 1 of our doubleheader on Wormy.
Yeah, I do think they improved though. The Squires, they they controlled pubs a little bit better. They were, overall they were just a bit more disciplined on defense, but they still couldn't stop Milksteak and Russia just saving the team over and over again.
Yeah. All right, so total aggregate score there was 5-3. Was that right? Was it 2-2 end, right?
Yeah, so yeah, it should be 5-3.
Yeah, so it'd be 5-3 in favor of the FS Ballers. The Bob 18 spelling out the KGBallers.
That is. Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
give
really,
him an
I
A.
don't, I don't really get it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really get it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll give him like an E for effort or whatever.
You gave him an E for effort or an A for effort? I couldn't tell what you said.
I said E for effort. Why would I
Oh,
give
you'll
him
give
an
him
A
an E.
for effort?
Yeah, but an E isn't a grade. You don't give people an E.
Well, I still give it to him. Like, here, have an E. I don't know.
Please.
It's a nice thing, Ranger. Try to be nice once. Try to give people some E. Well, that sounds weird, but
Yeah,
you
that
know.
sounded weird. That sounded weird. I think it's time to tree this again. We only have 6 people in our Twitch chat. Let's make it like 20. We
I
can
don't
get up
know.
to 20.
20? There's a lot of minors game going on.
Yeah, but most of them aren't being streamed.
Oh, aren't they?
Yeah, we need to build hype for minors because like the majors streams always have like at least 20, people or so. But
But I bet that's mostly the people who are in, like, I don't know. I feel like that's mostly the people who are either on both teams, and then some people who are also in the league. I think this whole viewer thingy is a bit overblown on this game, you know. I've never seen a game go backwards in terms of viewers and sort of stream. Like, they want to get viewers in stream before they get like a constant community.
yeah, I don't really care about any of that. I just want to I want to stream so that the teams can Oh wait, what is Curry asking? Oh, he asked something in the Okay, hold
Where do you see people asking stuff?
on. He sent me a message in Mumble. I just didn't respond to it yet
Uh, Probably has some
because
secret
I
tag
don't
on.
know what he's asking yet. Oh, he wants to know if I can stream Lava Monsters and Semi-Pro Bots in 2 hours. To tell him.
I wonder how I sound. Hold on.
What do you mean? I mean, you sound pretty legit.
No, I know what I'm saying on the stream. I'm gonna load the stream up. This is gonna sound weird.
Overy says you sound like a retard.
Oh, thanks, Aubrey. That's fucking
I'm
helpful.
kind of thinking, I'm willing to bet that she even meant that you sound like a retard, which is like worse. Yeah,
Wait, why is that worse?
I don't. Well, what would you rather be called?
A retard or a retard? I
A
don't know.
retard.
Why?
Like you sound like a retard.
Like what? Like what? A step back? How do I? Like I don't get it. What does that mean?
So apparently, the Bob 18 defiantly declaring he will not masturbate his asshole. Milksteak telling him that it's not actually an option.
Ah, dude, I sound so muffled on here. What's up with this? My voice is like so much happier.
No, that's what you sound like all the time. Like you don't sound. I mean, I'm not saying you sound muffled, but I'm saying the way that you sound right now is exactly how you always sound all the time.
Dude, I sound like I have like I sound like I haven't slept in like 16 hours. I sound so tired.
You don't sound
Uh,
that tired. You just sound like you have 12 or 13 dicks in your mouth all at
Oh,
once.
yep, thank you. Didn't see that fucking coming. Oh, well, yeah. Well,
Yeah, didn't see that coming all over your mouth. Oh,
nice.
yeah, that was
I don't know. I
sort of
should
expected.
make a note, all 5 people watching Twitch, that I do sound way more preppy in real life.
Preppy? Like, what does it mean to sound preppy?
Like preppy, like I'm up, like I'm upbeat. Like I sound happier. I don't sound like I'm fucking,
Oh, peppy. You mean
yeah,
peppy, not preppy.
preppy.
You know the difference between peppy and preppy, right?
Like preppy is those things that those people in fucking Ivy
Three,
schools do,
two,
right? That's
Yeah,
Peppy.
preppy, yeah, and then peppy is like where you have a lot of positive energy. Like that's
Yeah, I have positive energy. I'm full of
okay. So
fucking
you mean
positive energy.
peppy, not preppy.
Peppy sounds weird though. Peppy sounds like some Spanish guy's name.
No, that's like pepe. That's different.
Yeah, well, same thing.
All right, so Danger Zone 3, obviously a very different map. We have 5 pups to keep track of. We'll see which team does a better job doing that. Blithering able to pretty confidently swim around the map. I think both flag carriers are going to have a field day with this one.
Alright, let me just center my thing here so I can see. Oh, alright, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay,
Someone's calling me. Hold on.
no problem. So Howard getting sniped by Making Bacon. Looks like Rush is going to be able to grab and get out ahead of 3. There's really only one to beat. Nobody's taking that super boost, but Chelsea very smartly uses the bomb to send Russia into the spikes and what I think may have otherwise been a cap. So a lot of quiet on the map right now. Milksteak going to try to get out ahead of 2 here. Looks like Pithy's going to be able to snipe Milksteak, and Russia able to grab a rolling bomb, which gets quickly defused. Has to get ahead of Pithy, Making Bacon chasing from behind. Milksteak able to get Ree. So, with that Tagpro in base, Raven has the red base on lockdown for the FSBallers. And Russia's able to use that bomb boost to get in just in the nick of time, right as that Tagpro goes out for Raven. So an early 1-0 lead for the FSBallers. Chelsea able to get the grab that she needed to get in order to save her team from getting capped on again. So both teams are probably going to be very cautious and careful trying to contain on this map. Lots of bombs and boosts to be concerned with, so flag carriers are probably going to try to stay in open space as much as possible, stay away from those spikes. So Milksteak going to use the boost to head back towards his base. We're going to see whether or not those blocks are real. Raven able to come in with the Tagpro and take out the last man, and once again, a cap for the FSBallers, who are now up 2-0 with 7.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Russia able to grab, but Milksteak triggers the bomb, which sends really everyone flying all over the blue base. So both teams trying to contest pups. Obviously the timers are starting to get a little bit out of sync given that there's 5 pups on the map. They're not all going to be grabbed on time. Raven waiting bottom. Able to grab a Tagpro, rewarded for his efforts. Blithering going to use the bomb, but not in time to kill Raven. Raven actually gets sent back to base ahead. And Chelsea using the super boost to get ahead, but unfortunately is not able to make it cleanly through, and Milksteak able to bring the flag in for a cap. So pups are starting to spawn again in various areas of the map. Chelsea able to grab a Tagpro, and she's going to come into base and see if she can help Blithering get out of base cleanly. She's currently staying back on regrab, opting to not use the Tagpro as a lead. And Russia able to make another key grab to get out of base. Looks like this could be another cap. A quick 4-0 lead for the FSBallers. Wow. Russia able to gate Blithering. Milksteak coming in with an RB, and looks like this will be a quick 5th cap. So OJ, sounds like you just returned to the room. Things have gone bad very quickly for the Spherical Squires. A couple of very timely Tagpros for the FSBallers have allowed them to keep base locked down. Really, that flag hasn't been getting out much. Looks like this might be the first cap for the Spherical Squires, who have narrowed the deficit to 4 with 5:15 left to play.
Nice. That could be another cap for them though right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, did not expect this. Expected this
The,
to be
the
closer.
biggest thing that I've noticed so far is that the Spherical Squires, they're letting the flag out of base, but then they're not using that super boost to get ahead. They're just not catching up or getting in front of the flag carrier, and most of the time it seems like the FS Ballers have been able to basically walk it in.
I
Chelsea
see they
getting
had a
contained.
lineup change. Looks like.
Yeah, Chelsea's now in for the Spherical Squires.
Alright.
And it looks like the lineup for the FS Ballers is the same as what we saw. So it looks like a sub might be coming. Mr. Nate coming in for Russia. And able to quickly earn his keep with a fast return within a few seconds of spawning. Pithy with a great snipe. Looks like this could possibly be another cap. Milksteak able to position in front of Chelsea and prevent that cap from materializing. And it does not look like the return will be there in time. Mr. Nate able to get the return on Chelsea.
Milksteak. Oh, Blithering
Milksteak
took the
very
cap.
close to walking it in, but Blithering able to grab before he can get there. Caught in a moment of indecision, Blithering gets taken out by Howard. And another return for cap situation for the FS Ballers. Oh, and it nearly would have been a cap, but he just didn't know that return was coming, otherwise he would have stayed on that flag tile. Howard opting to re-up his Tagpro, and not able to boost up in time to get Pithy. Looks like he'll probably just be getting re. They should be able to get this return. Chelsea able to get a clean regrab with her Juke Juice.
No one is even near Mr. Nate right now. There's only really one person around him.
It does seem like the Squires are just a little bit stunned with the way this match started, understandably.
Yeah.
There was about a minute and a half stretch there where they got capped on 4 times. It was astounding.
Yeah, it's a bit tough when those those are just momentum sort of caps, you know?
Yeah. It's
Just
hard
tough
not
to
to
sort
get a
of.
little bit disoriented when that happens to you, especially in a map like this where there's really so much to keep track of. 5 pops, you know, it's hard sometimes to even know where the flag carrier is, you know, if you don't have eyes on them.
And it's a bit tough, like even when you do get settled, to get back into it, you know, by the time you get settled, there's not that much time, you know?
Yeah. So it looks like Blithering will get out of base here. A lot of ping spikes here, at least for me. I'm not sure if this is happening to everyone, but you know, I'm seeing my ping jump up. It went up to about 100 for a minute there.
Yeah, Radius, I mean, I was doing scrims before, and Radius was just absolute, like, shitty, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't playable at all for me.
It'll be interesting to see if they can get to the bottom of some of these ping issues that they're seeming to have. It seems like everything got a lot worse about a month or 2 ago. So Blithering not able to take advantage of that rolling bomb with Raven and Howard in pursuit. Mr. Nate commenting the ping is strong. Raven saying there's a lot of lag, so it does look like the players are seeing what we're seeing in spec. Oh, and Milksteak had another opportunity to cap, but just didn't know the return was coming and wasn't able to be in position. Chelsea taking the boost bomb combo, but right into a defender.
Ooh, Blithering could have gone return there if Milksley got that boost, but he was able to get out.
Yeah, I'm wondering what we're going to see in the second half here from a server standpoint, whether or not these teams will opt to change servers, try to get away from some of this bad ping.
Ooh, Blithering. Nice moves to get around Raven and Nate. Yeah,
So
they might
Howard able to
try.
grab and get out. Pithy just with a wonderful use of that super boost to snipe the opponent. Yeah, if the players are seeing what we're seeing here in spec, then this is almost unplayable.
Yep. Oh, Blithering.
Yeah,
Stop
I don't think they can even control, you know, they're
They
running
look
into each other because they don't see what's going on.
they look very off. Like I'm watching Chelsea right now, and they just. I mean, I hope she's having like issues.
I think this is a lag issue, but
Yeah.
yeah, the blocks were pretty well established there, but unfortunately for the Squires, they're just not able to take advantage. I think some of that might have been ping related. Mr. Nate with a return for cap situation, but it doesn't look like the return's
3,
going to get there quite in time.
2, 1.
And
Yeah, I think
this would have been a sure cap
Wow.
for the FS Ballers, but they just needed about one more second. So Milksteak with a great first half with 3 of the caps for his team. 10 returns for Howard, 9 returns for Raven. So just, clearly it looks like there was a lot of domination in this half, and it was really just that minute and a half. Other than the minute and a half, it's like a 2-1 game, but things just get really quickly out of hand on this sort of map. Okay, so Raven requesting a switch to Origin. Does look like there's going to be at least some discussion of some server change.
I thought they would go to Pi or something, or I guess it's Pi not.
They
Or
could
is
go to
Pi
Pi.
not good?
I'm not sure if geographically if Origin is better for these players or not. I think these are both considered Radius teams.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they live close to Radius, but like Pi is always, I think. I thought Origin has the same problem because there's also a lot of players, or is that not true?
I'm not so much sure how much this has to do with server capacity versus whether or not the ISP is having issues, where there's a certain pathway in that pipeline of internet bandwidth where it's getting it's getting snagged. I'm not sure if this really has anything to do with the amount of players. Oh, we're up to 10 viewers.
Hey, double digits.
Excitement. So they are shifting around. Looks like maybe they are going to stay on this server. Maybe they're having conversation about it. I'm not sure. Excuse me. So looks like both teams are either giving pep talks or maybe there's some discussion about changing servers, but it doesn't look like they're getting ready to launch. Any thoughts on what we'll see this second half, OJ?
Maybe if everybody stabilizes a bit more. I'm assuming it's gonna be much closer, especially if you get the same lineups from before, like in the Wormy game. But I don't know. Maybe Squires aren't just adapted well to Danger Zone.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if the last half was any indication, things can turn around pretty quickly on this map. So it sounds like neither team really has a handle on whether they're switching or not. Some ongoing discussion, most likely.
I hope they're discussing it like with their voices. Like they're not
Yeah,
discussing it in here,
they're
right?
definitely not discussing it in here now.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that there's some discussion happening on Mumble. So Raven indicating that Radius is in fact over capacity. So that might be a good basis for changing servers here. Mr. Nate advocating for Pi. Milksteak not a fan.
I like that you're commentating the group chat. Keeping us
So
all up to date.
looks like folks are leaving the chat. I'm not sure if they have a. Yeah, there's a new group, so we'll be switching over
When
to.
did this start happening with radius that it started getting
I
overboard?
don't know. This is what I'm saying. I mean, it was like a month or so ago, I think, that this started to get really nasty. Oh, Jay, did you get that new group link?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we just want to let everybody know that Nebuchadnezzar is by far the worst miners captain ever. Like, just
Wow.
unbelievably bad. Yeah, I just have to put that out there. I'm sorry.
What causes you to say that?
You can just tell from his character that he's a scrummy human being, you know?
Oh my
That
God,
he's, yeah, I just letting that everybody know.
that's pretty intense.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
can I join your commentation?
Sure.
You have to pass a test first, man.
Okay, what's the test?
Oh, fuck. No, no. I didn't think you would agree.
Okay,
I'll think of a test.
okay.
You
First,
can
let me get a link.
commentate.
Let me get a
You,
link.
Yeah, OJ, can you give that to him?
Oh, hey,
yeah.
we have a new group. You got it. All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in here.
Thanks.
Okay, so Hold the Balls joining the commentating booth here on Ranger Radio with OJ Dade and myself. We're looking at the last half of our second game. Currently, the FS Ballers have a 6-1 lead over the Knights of Capalot affiliate, or I should say minor squad, the Spherical Squires. Curious to see if Sir Dan and Kanadzian and folks can get their team up to speed on this map quickly enough to turn things around.
Yeah, who would you say has stood out in the first few games?
Well, I mean, based on what we saw both in the first game as well as the first half of the second game, Russia and Milksteak have just done a great job of getting grabs for their team in key situations that would have turned into caps otherwise. Especially Russia, at least I'd say probably about 4 times in the first half on Wormy and maybe 2 or 3 more times in the second half on Wormy. He was the last man and able to, maybe use a bomb or just able to get a grab off and get out of base, where I think a lot of offensive players would probably be a little bit more cautious, play a more offensive D, not risk placeting there, but he's just so confident that he can get that grab and get out of base, and he does. He just almost never flaceted in those situations.
I could partially attribute to that to being, Russia was a pub star turned, miners star now, looks like.
Mhm.
And in pubs, I'd say that's definitely a viable strategy because, when you pub, you usually can have the confidence to get out of base, even
Exactly.
when there are defenders in there.
Yeah, but
I also like to
go ahead, Toby, sorry.
give it like to shout out to. I also like Blithering he pulled out. Like especially in the Wormy game, I didn't really see too much of the Danger Zone game, but I remember in Wormy game he pulled out some very nice jukes. I was impressed to say the least.
Yeah, Blithering's got some good moves.
Yeah, I was impressed with Clutch. Several situations on Wormy, particularly, where he always knew exactly where to be. He was able to really use that mid area as a choke, and he would always position himself correctly to be able to block all the boost lanes, and he got a lot of key returns doing that. So we'll go ahead
One
and
would
switch.
say that he was clutch.
Ho ho ho!
I hate you
Clever.
so much.
All right, so looks like
2,
Tagpro in the Spherical Squires base.
There seems to be like a whole completely new lineup.
Oh,
Yeah, there are a
looks
lot
like
of
they're going
changes.
back to group.
I thought there was no time.
They
Yeah,
called
looks
us.
like they are going back.
I don't know if
Is time sort of like just you decide upon it if there it is or not thing?
I'm not sure what the rules specify there, because I know that if one of your players is having trouble, you're supposed to do a live sub, because we've seen a lot of live subs. So
yeah.
I'm not sure what the rules are that permit, maybe if multiple players on your team are having trouble, or if you assume it's a server problem, you would call time as opposed to just subbing someone in.
Blue team's got to be, or red team's got to be mad about it because they have the Tagpro.
Yeah, kind of a bad break there for the Spherical Squires on red, who had a Tagpro in base, and Chelsea was apparently going to take that on offense. So it looks like we're about to start off once again. And for the Spherical Squires, who is Duchius? Is that a misspelled or different spelling of another player? I'm not sure who that is. Are you guys, do you know?
I
I'm
don't
checking
know.
their channel.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, because I want to make sure I'm making good call-outs here. But I just
It's
wasn't sure who
probably
it was.
it's looking like it's yes.
Oh, it's yes. Okay, it's yes. I got it. That makes sense.
That might mess up their CSVs.
Yeah, because I kind of thought they were all supposed to use their like normal names for stats.
Yeah, we just got a message in the mod mail for miners captains
Reminding
saying that. Yeah.
Okay. So neither team has a tag pro. Actually, no tag pros on the map out of the 5 pups this round.
We've got 2 rolling bombs, 3. All rolling bombs diffused except for 1. It looks
So
like.
Russia with a rare flaccid, but Mr. Nate is able to initially get out of base, but Clutch able to use those gate boosts to snipe. All right, Clutch out ahead of 2. He does have Mr. Nate right in his way. We'll see what he does, whether he kind of takes a lap and actually he chooses to go aggressive using the bomb to try to get in towards that super boost. Russia able to make another Clutch grab to get out in front of Clutch.
Duchess taking a lap.
What a-
Risky boost there. Might
Yeah,
cost
bomb
him.
into boost into death. Oh, Chelsea just breaking Kinnick's ankles there.
She's going for a tag pro, but changes her mind because of the boost. Manages to stay alive.
Well, this is a very different second half. We're seeing a lot of very careful conservative play from both teams, other than a couple of risky bomb boosts. But other than that, both teams are really just being very careful. I'm surprised to see that tag pro is still available. I
Yeah.
can't believe nobody's gotten that by now.
Looks like Russia's going to pick it up here.
Yeah.
Clutch probably in a bad position.
Oh,
Manages
Mr.
to
Nate
escape.
just Mr. Nate just suiciding on that boost bomb combo with the
Oh,
spikes.
fucking Clutch! How did he position himself? That was amazing.
He was not supposed to get out of that.
I think he
Russia
did
pulling
that
on some moves, juking out 3.
Seen some
Clutch
moves that
managing
fella.
to stay alive, just taking Mr. Nate for a ride.
Looking like he's going to get it returned here. Mr. Nate's got that juke juice behind him.
Yeah. So Russia now walking in flag pro and again behind 3.
This Kinnick with a
Correction 2.
good spawn.
Russia just getting in base in case that return was there, but just not there in time. Russia going to go ahead and take another short lap.
That was a nice staying alive by Duchess there.
Looking like Russia's going to get another tag pro. Let's see if he goes for a kiss here.
It does kind of seem like both teams have sort of lost attention to the pups this round. Neither team is really dominating them like we saw in the first 3 halves tonight.
Not much tag pro use. It's mostly been gotten by the flag carriers.
Yeah. So it looks like Bob will be able to easily get out here and just take a lap. Raven there for regrab and red base.
Yep. Power-ups in base staying right around that 50-second mark.
And once again, we just see that lone tag pro sitting there.
Yeah, it's easy to get distracted on this map. Get caught up in
Right. You have two,
in the chase.
Exactly. You have 2 chasers who really aren't going to think to go up there. And
I'm not sure what Clutch was doing. I don't know why he didn't grab much earlier. He was sitting on Re for a good, I don't know, like 10 seconds.
yeah, it was really strange there. I'm not sure if he lagged out or what happened.
It seemed like he had committed to getting that return before getting a grab to try to end their chain, but it was a very risky strategy.
So about a minute and a half, 2 minutes later, that tag pro is still sitting there.
Rangers obsessing with the Tagpro.
No,
I just want somebody to go get the tag pro.
Somebody get the fucking Tagpro.
Nobody has
Fine.
even looked top. Not a flag carrier, nothing.
Oh,
So
here he is.
Chelsea with the
Raven
Tag
heard.
Pro and blue base, but oh, and
Ra-
Raven answering
Raven
my
heard the
prayers.
Squires.
Thank you.
We should nominate Raven for what do you call it? Man
Kinnick
of the
with
game.
just a really on-time snipe, but unfortunately snipes back into base and misses in the second try.
Chelsea gonna probably attempt to use this bomb here, or
I think
you
she's
know,
getting out. She's gonna. Oh, Rush was able to track her down. Looked like she was gonna be able to get away with that one. Just a complete change from what we saw in the first half. You know,
very conservative play on
Wow,
both
Clutch.
sides.
What a nice grab from Clutch, alone against 2 in base, and he gets out. Why they don't have the blocks? He's really hesitant to going into that gate.
Yeah, gotta trust your teammates there.
I do find it a little bit interesting here in a situation where, again, we've talked about a map with 5 pops, and you know it's easy to lose track of them. Does it really help to have all 4 balls on offensive D, or does maybe somebody want to go look for pops at that point?
I think because there are so many different ways you can enter base, and so many different ways you can be forced into the flag with the bomb or with a boost around.
Chelsea had that cap.
She did, yeah.
The blocks were there, and she didn't trust the blocks.
Yeah, sometimes that's a tough judgment call to make, you know. Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
That would have been amazing, but you would think down 5 caps with 4 minutes to go, you would want to take some chances, right?
Yeah, sure. She's
Like,
Clutch.
Clutch made a valiant attempt.
So they do finally have a regrab train going for the Spherical Squires. The FS Ballers just playing very careful and conservative now that there's only 4 minutes left and they still have a 5 cap lead. Kinnick accidentally going flag pro there while trying to clear out base for Mr. Nate.
I don't think they can be mad about 3 beat though.
Yeah. Something about top on this map. Nobody goes up there, I don't know. That top pop is just always a tag pro and it's always sitting there for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Russia's looking to end the regrab chain for his team. No.
That was a very weird boost he took there.
Now I've seen that boost route used to get that center pop, but
9 times out of 10.
And that's a cap.
alright, so now a 6 cap lead for the FS Ballers with
Gotta look out for
2:43
this.
to go.
This might start to open up a little bit here.
Oh, and a quick base clear for the Spherical Squires.
Yeah, it's always a shame when you're going over the flag tile when you're looking to go for a block.
Yeah.
And your teammate gets returned.
Looks like Russia's going to be able to get out of base once again for the FS Ballers.
Clutch
Taking an
has
opportunity to
been
grab pops.
Clutch has been really good about getting out of base. Like even without
Russia
using bombs.
just splits the bob and yes.
Undressing him.
Kennick with a double tag. That was pretty sweet.
Kinnick almost getting another one. Raven not
please.
doing a great job containing right there.
Well, I will say this: Chelsea has done a great job of making do with what she's had to be able to stay alive a little bit longer than she should have.
This is looking like an opportunity.
The boost not there for Yes, and looks like that's going to give Mr. Nate and Kinnick a chance to get in front. 1 minute and a half left to go. A 6 cap lead, 7-1 aggregate for the FS Ballers of the Spherical Squires in Game 2 of our match.
Clutch coming in with a rolling bomb.
Able to sneak around and get a
Pull
cap.
Ooh.
There you go.
Nice little cap. Russia
Just
looks
over
like
a
he's out
minute
of base.
left. Can they cap 5 more times?
Chelsea really liking that bottom area. Circling back to top. Kinnick knows she's going there though. Must have been a good call out by Raven.
Yep.
Yep, Raven's actually the one who taught me how to play on this map. When he picked me up for NLTP back in season 2.
Yeah, it's nice to see, somebody so committed to NLTP that year after year they're willing to keep captaining and, teaching a new generation of players. So with 30 seconds left to go, we'll see if either team can pad their stats a little bit and, what's ultimately now, I think, OJ, we talked about this earlier, a little bit of garbage time.
Kinnick looking to, just sit on that rolling bomb, end the game slowly.
I think they're content to just continue to kneel on the ball and just run the clock out. Chelsea gonna go ahead and RB up mid.
2, 1.
And she's gonna have a kept flag, and that will do it for our second game today. So the final score, I believe 7-2, so a 5-cap win for the FS Ballers, who sweep today, who win both of their games.
I think despite that first half, it was very, very I think it was for the most part close. Just total time spent in danger zone, it was close except for maybe the first 4 minutes of that first half.
Hey, what game are you guys doing?
We're actually just finishing up the FS Ballers versus Spherical Squires. FS Ballers able to sweep both of their games. So we'll give the teams a minute to say good game and probably talk to their teams a little bit, and then maybe we'll swing down for a quick post-game interview with each captain. But just based on what you saw today, OJ and Holdma, what do you think the keys were to victory from what you saw for the FS Ballers? How did they sweep this matchup today?
Well, okay, I guess we'll go first.
Super good playing. That's how they did it.
I want to say that in Wormy it was the power-ups, but they really didn't use them well. It was more just the plays of the offense, I think, of
Team
Russia
play,
and Milksteak.
situational awareness.
Yeah, how they were able to use bombs, how they were able to grab and get out, save caps, and yeah, I think that's for the most part. Well,
Holdman, I think if that's your mic, you might want to mute because there's a lot of feedback on the line. There, that's better. Whatever you did, solved it. So yeah, I think what I observed again. I think that Russia, in particular, Russia and Milksteak, but just specifically Russia, was just incredible about making these really well-timed grabs to prevent what otherwise would have been caps for the other team. I mean, that literally made the difference in the first match on Wormy. I think on Danger Zone 3, what we saw was very different. It just seemed like the FS Ballers just looked a lot more comfortable on the map. It just looked like they were cleanly hitting all of the boosts, all of the bombs. They knew exactly where they were going to be. Watching the Spherical Squires, there were a lot of situations where they would maybe take the super boost but then hit a wall, or they would try to hit a snipe and they would just snipe in front or behind. So there was just a comfort level gap, I think, on that map. And just based on what I saw yesterday's broadcasting another game, a majors game, looking at the same maps, the game that I wound up streaming was like a 15-2 blowout, and I think it's very easy for whichever team is more comfortable on the map or more familiar with the map to just dominate.
I'd say that's possible.
Yeah, another thing was you gotta give I didn't want to make it all about the offense. You gotta give credit to defense because at the end of the day they did get those blocks for Russia and Milksteak to come in. They didn't get all those caps by themselves, although some of them were very nicely done.
Pivy.
Yeah, and they were able to definitely keep the flagging base at crucial times.
Yeah.
And even if you don't use the pups, right? Even if you get them and you waste them, that's still a good thing because at least the other team doesn't have them,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we saw Raven aggressively going for power-ups, even on Danger Zone, where the base is very far from other pups.
Absolutely. All right. First off, let's head down. Just follow me. I'm going to go down to the KGBallers locker room, and we'll see if we can get a quick interview with their folks. I know that Stalin's just up in KGBallers. Let's stop there first and see if he has any commentary, and then we'll go down to the in-game channel and see if the players do. Stalin, are you there? Stalin, are you there? Does not look like Stalin is there, so we'll go ahead and head down to the in-game channel. Hey guys, how are you doing? You're live on Ranger Radio. Wanted to come in and quickly congratulate you for a sweep today.
So I'd just like to say that Mr. Nate's premonitions held true. We swept. Are we beast or are we beast?
Who is your favorite FS baller? Oh,
Ah.
sorry, you're interviewing me.
So what do you guys think the keys were to victory today? First let's talk about your game on Wormy. It was, much closer than the game on Danger Zone. What do you think the keys were to your victory on Wormy?
I think Howard's bombing RFCs into spikes definitely helped out. It's an advanced strat that we haven't really covered before, but
and power ups. That and power ups.
yeah, Wormy is very important with power ups.
Mostly the spiking thing.
But I'd actually say like our second half on Wormy wasn't as close as the first one, but even though we only won 3-1 the first half on Wormy as opposed to 6-1 on Danger Zone, I think they were equally as close. It's just Danger Zone has higher score margin.
Yes, and Russia, I just wanted to kind of direct this comment to Russia, and this is something that I think OJ and I both commented on during the first match. Russia seemed to have a very unique ability during that first game on Wormy to be able to sneak into base and either use the bombs to grab or not use the bombs and just threaten to use the bombs, but then grab and get out of base in key scenarios where he was the last man back, he grabbed against two, and a lot of people would be afraid to do that. They would be afraid of flacciding and just giving away the cap, but he was confident, he was able to grab, get out of base, and that saved,
Yeah, he loves his
by our
grabs.
calculation, a half a dozen grabs in that first game that saved caps.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of screams from the team not to grab, but you gotta do it sometimes.
All right, outstanding. And then on that second game, which, just by all accounts, definitely that first half was the game. It just doesn't look like there was really any life left in the Spherical Squires in that second half after being down 5 caps. What were the keys for you? What did you guys do to go on that tear where there was, I think, about 4 caps in about a minute and a half?
We had a really good regard train. Our team did a good job of keeping the flag in base, obviously, for an extended period of time, and we capitalized on it multiple times.
Also say from being in the channel,
Tagpros.
we were also timing lots of the
Yeah.
pubs on Danger Zone.
Definitely, and then we used
like,
Tagpros pretty
we
well
had-
to get caps a couple times.
Yeah, absolutely. There were a couple of times where Tagpros were kept on defense to secure the base, but it just seems like everything you did that first half, there was about 8.5 minutes of fairly even play, and then about a minute and a half where all hell broke loose and you guys scored 4 times. And
Yeah, that's what Danger Zone's like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much for the interview. We're gonna go ahead and head over to the Knights of Capalot channel and see if they have any commentary.
Who was your favorite? Was it Russia? It was Russia.
Who was our
wasn't it?
favorite? If you
was
had to
Russia.
ask me, I think the MVP of the match was Russia. That's my opinion. I think that there
Okay,
were a
well-
lot of very strong plays by both teams.
Ah.
But
I'd personally say it's Howard.
My personal favorite is always Milksteak. You'll always be in my heart. Forever.
Ew.
You know you love it, asshole.
all right, all right. Now let's head over to Glorious Knights of Capalot to the. Looks like the channel has dwindled a little, but we'll see who's in there.
Their first cap on Danger.
Hey guys, just wanted to interrupt real quickly. This is Ranger Radio, and very tough loss for the Spherical Squires. Just wanted to ask if you had any thoughts as to, how did things go? What strengths can you take from the game? What weaknesses? What do you feel you need to do better for next week?
Oh man, that was a really tough team in the FS Ballers. Russia is an insane flag carrier, and it was really tough, trying to pin him down on both Wormy and Danger Zone. But we all feel like we kind of played well, just not really at a level necessary to take them down, obviously.
Yeah,
but
it was tough to watch. I know that on that first game on Wormy, things were definitely a lot closer. The game was never out of reach, and unfortunately, you just weren't able to close that gap in the second half. It looked like you were getting close to it, but just didn't quite get there. On the second game on Danger Zone 3, what can you take going into next week, knowing that you're going to have another game on this map against a different opponent? What are the lessons you can take from the way things went in the first half of that second game that you might be able to apply next week?
I think we need to create a plot that puts a virus in every single copy of Danger Zone ever. You just can't play Danger Zone. and it's out of rotation, and that's that. And we'll move on to next week.
Blithering suggesting sabotaging the game. Any other strats, guys?
Yeah, but on a serious note, probably more just positioning and really work on power up timers and making sure that we're staying ahead at all times. Keeping the regrab train going because of the second half of Danger Zone when we kept their flag out of base. I mean, that's it seems kind of intuitive that when their flag isn't in base, they can't cap, and that's kind of what we need to implement for next week.
All right, guys. Well, tough loss. As a fan of the team, it was tough to see, but I know you guys are strong. You'll bounce back. So thank you very much for taking the time to interview.
Thank you for streaming, Ranger.
Oh, you're very welcome. All right, guys. Well, this will close out another episode of Ranger Radio. Want to thank OJ Dude and Holdma for taking time in the commentating booth with me. OJ, any closing thoughts?
No, both good games. They were a lot closer than it looked like, and yeah, we see a lot of good flag carrier play. I think from both teams, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun watching these. So thanks a lot. Stay tuned for further games broadcast on Ranger Radio. Until then, thanks for watching.